What's up guys, welcome back to some more Mad City, and today I am going to be showing you guys my grinding method. So don't judge it, it's obviously a lot different to other people's, but personally I just think that this is the best grinding method in my opinion, and it works for me very well, and I can get about $250,000 per hour, obviously with VIP. And yes, it does include the houses, and if you're wondering how I'm a villain, it's because basically I just became a hero, spawned a falcon, flowed over to the prison, and then reset my character there, and basically until I dropped power, so obviously when you're a villain, which is a flying villain, you can obviously do robberies a decent amount quicker. So, obviously, as you can see, we're starting with the pyramid right now. And, so just go and do the pyramid, and then, I don't currently have any editing software, so you guys can probably, stick until a bit, but I guess, currently, oh yeah, so as you can see, I was hero, then prisoner, then villain, so, you know. Obviously, I'm gonna get the whole thing, because, as you guys know, I'm grinding for the Warhawk, and I haven't got much. I haven't done insane grinding, basically, since the Thunderbird. So I kind of bought the Thunderbird, and then, like, probably about 4 or 5 days ago now. And I haven't done much grinding since then, as you can obviously see, considering that in 5 days with grinding a decent amount, I can obviously get 4 million. I mean, if you think about it, 4 million is a lot, but if you actually have a good grinding method and you can do heists quickly, whatever they're called, I can't remember, because why do you expect me to remember the accent? Anyway, now that we've got that 30 treasure, with my method, what I do is, with the pyramid money, I put it in just in case I die. It's unlikely I die in the club, the bank, or the jewelry store, but which is what we're doing after this. But it's unlikely, but sometimes, because obviously you're trying to fly everywhere with your powers, sometimes, you know, you can glitch into the ceiling or do something along those lines. And the pyramid does get you a good amount of money, so you do want it. And also for the jewelry store, you obviously want to go back to criminal base anyway and get a gun, which for me is the Scar. I'll actually just real quickly take the cybercord right here. Oh, by the way, the cybercord is definitely worth it. If it's actually probably definitely worth it, especially if you don't want, because it has extremely good handling. If you don't really want to spend $1 million on a jet, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but anyway, then you can get to places extremely quickly with this. Very, very highly recommended. I don't know about the light bike, obviously I don't have it. I've seen it in action, and I don't think it's an extreme amount faster than, another thing that I do is I like to change my clothes. That's the only reason why I use the fire one, but anyway. So, just get the Myron out here. Oh, by the way, quick design tip, in my opinion, I think the red Talon is the spoiler that I'm using. With the new mystery spin, thing, and jet black rims is the design I have here. I obviously have turbo engine on it and high suspension. I do have a monster suspension, but I don't use it on this, I don't know why. It's probably because I got this before I got monster suspension, I think, I can't remember, but anyway. I think it just looks absolutely dope. Obviously it's night, so it's about harder to see. But oh yeah, also one more thing, don't go straight into this wall, because then you can glitch and it doesn't actually help at all, because you know, takes about at least 15 seconds of your time. 15 seconds can obviously see in about 15 seconds I already got to this bit, so another quick tip, if you're struggling with this one, you can actually do it with sprinting as well. You can like, oopsies, that did not work out well, just pretend that never happened. But you can actually sprint to the you can actually like sprint after the thing and you won't die. Obviously I completely absolutely mucked up there because I tried to get under the lasers. But yeah, I will show you when I go back, because it's a definitely quick tactic, and I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on that one bit, which is obviously, you can get, yeah, small amounts of time in Mad City is quite valuable in my personal opinion. Because obviously, I'm someone that does heists. I don't know how people pronounce it. I don't really know how I pronounce it, but you know, whatever. I think it's heists. It is? Yeah, okay. Actually, well, I didn't ask anyone, but you know, I think it's, I believe it's heists. But anyway, I like doing heists very, very quickly, and and yeah, I just like doing them extremely quickly, which obviously if you're really good at parkour and you're good at controlling the hero, then you're going to get a lot of money very, very quickly. Obviously, the jewelry store glitch that I told you, that's actually best with the Thunderbird. I haven't really tried it with any other car than the Myron and the Thunderbird, but I can tell you one thing, that the Thunderbird is better than the Myron at doing it. So if we just Nitro over here. Remember the ATMs, I mean, don't forget the ATMs, it's like, for people that have, also, the reason why I keep bringing out my thing is because I like being able to see my mouse for some reason, I don't know why. But the reason why you should get the ATMs is because for most people watching this probably don't have VIP. And a VIP is obviously, it gets you twice as much money, so 3,000 is what you get from the bank, and 1,000 is what you get from the ATMs. Just so you know, if you didn't know, VIP doesn't actually double what you get from ATMs and the things in the airport. So if you just want to farm there, and that's how you get all your money, then don't bother to get VIP. It's absolutely, completely and utterly not worth it. Yeah, so you could just wait for that, because then, like, $2,000 is a pretty decent amount compared to $3,000. It's obviously 2/3 of it, and that's what you get from the ATM. So, yeah, obviously you want this extra $3,000 that you can get. So, because of, you know, why wouldn't you want this $3,000? But anyway, so remember, this is what I think the best grinding method is. You guys might have a completely different opinion, and something that's as efficient. This is just the best grinding method for me. I know a lot of my friends, my Roblox friends, have completely different grinding methods than me, on this game. And it's sometimes extremely annoying when I find that something's closed because they've already robbed it, because we have different grinding methods, which is sometimes extremely annoying. Anyway, remember, just keep that close and win. Yep, that's perfect. So now you can go in, and because you have the Scar, you can obviously, or the AK is what most people have, or like the M12 or whatever it is. Soon I'm actually going to be reviewing the SWAT Game Pass. Seriously. Remember to get this big diamond as well. This big diamond is worth 2,500. So it basically makes... Yep, there we go. finish doing this real quick. All done. Whoopsies, that was a complete enough. Oh, nope, never mind, we only actually needed one more. Whoopsies. Also, by the way, have it in mind, if you're being mad at me while I'm shooting randomly, is because I like my magazine being full, just in case, for I don't know what reason. Oh yeah, also, if there's any moving things that open, like for instance, the train just opened, go and get those. The moving things are really good. If it's the ferry and you're not at the criminal base, then don't bother to go all the way over to the criminal base. But if you're like in the middle of a heist, then don't bother to get the plane after, because obviously the plane isn't open. But you always want to get the train. The train is like, I don't know what, the train gets so much money sometimes, it's absolutely ridiculous. This is a decent train, it looks like. So if you're wondering, the gold ones, they get you 5,000 or 2,500 without VIP. These ones here get you 3,000 or 1,500 without VIP. So this train would be about 14,000, which is a pretty good train. Obviously that's 7,000 non-VIP, so that's like not much worse than the pyramid, which is absolutely ridiculous considering that the train. There's no parkour. It's absolutely impossible to die unless there's a hero there, and he has an RPG. Considering that obviously you can't really shoot AKs in the train, it just kind of it goes the opposite way. It's just not a very fun time. And obviously because I'm just currently robbing the train, even though I said before, if you're in the middle of a heist, then don't bother to go to the plane. Considering that this is the train and I can very easily go out and it's just started going, I can rob the plane. So that basically just got me an extra $24,000, which is a very good amount for an extremely quick heist, and that was probably about 7 minutes. So I don't actually know the precise time. I'm just guessing, considering that it's currently 12 minutes long, so I don't know if that's the right time. Another thing that's a bit strange about my heist things is that I actually opened the gate first, and the reason why is because just in case, if I'm really, really late, or like I'm late and I don't realize, or I'm not thinking and I'm late, and stuff like that, then as soon as it starts beeping, I can just go out. So that's just a thing that I do. It's a tiny bit strange considering that it's kind of back front, but like, you know, because you always want to be safe. You never want to be on the edge of death. Because like if you finish all your things and then you realize that once you're going up to here and it starts beeping, you start a bit worrying because you don't really want all your progress, if you've done any double robbery in the past, to be lost. Or you don't really want to lose another $12,000. $10,000 even. Not $12,000. Anyway, prying open these things do take a tiny bit of time, so I, obviously, as I said before, I currently have no editing software, because obviously, the time that I'm making this, I have 1 subscriber, which obviously is completely pointless for me to go out of my way and buy an actual whole editing software for 1 subscriber, because, you know, like, it just doesn't really benefit me in any way. Just, come on, I hate doing the plane sometimes because it just takes so long. I mean, it just takes such a long time to open all these things. Anyway, we've finally done that. There's the train. Get out our cyberquad so we can get there extremely quickly. By the way, the cyberquad also has a really, really good start, so So if you like quick starts and you want to get away really quickly, then do the cybercord. Just out of the garage, because you can get away extremely quickly, and you know. Anyway, then obviously after there's one more left, and which is the casino. So then you go and rob the casino. Then after you've robbed the casino, you can rob the houses, and you guys probably know where those are. Gets a pretty decent amount of money, about 80,000 each time, and obviously this video has been recording for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes now, and like at least 2 minutes have been me just completely and utterly mucking around. So, yeah, we're almost done, and it got quite a lot of money, so as you can see, that's how I get $250,000 per hour. I think it's sufficient. You guys might not think it's sufficient. That's not my choice. But obviously, yeah, so, I mean, bye. Hope you enjoyed the video, and stay safe out there.